Hi, Dallas here with ProPhone, and in this video I'm going to be going over the phone application inside of the phone system. First things first, to utilize the phone application, you need to make sure that you have your phone carrier connected to ProPhone. To do that, all you have to do is go over to the sidebar, go to Settings, click on Providers Integration, and we support Telnet or Twilio, so connect either one of those, and you will be good to go. You can connect, both of them or one at a time, however you want to play it out. These are the two that we support. For a more detailed breakdown on how to connect your provider, simply click on this video icon here and it'll open up a video modal where you can watch those instructions. Once you do that, you'll be able to buy numbers and stuff like that in this area, and manage your numbers, stuff on those lines. And you can click on this video icon here to watch a video that goes over this area in depth. But back to the phone application. Now, the phone application itself, you could have multiple workspaces, which means you can have multiple independent phone systems for each part of your business or different businesses or however you want to play it out. To access the workspaces area, all you're going to do is go over here to the sidebar, click on Workspace, and it'll open up this Workspace modal pop-up here. And you click Create New Workspace to add a new workspace to your account. You can say, let's just call this Test, it doesn't matter. Click Create Workspace. Scroll down here. You can change it by clicking on Select. Okay, it changes you over to your workspace. You can refresh the screen. It does persist. It changes, or it persists just fine. And you can go back to any of these other workspaces or your default. Now keep in mind, you cannot delete your default workspace at all. It will not allow you. You cannot do it, but you can delete any other workspace that you do create. Like I can delete this workspace right here. Okay. Now be advised, if you do delete a workspace, it's going to delete everything inside of it. It's going to disconnect the carrier that you're using in that workspace. It'll clean all your chats out, your phone lines out. It'll clear the settings, everything. It completely gets rid of that workspace and all of its data. So you cannot get that back. Let's go back over here to my main one. Now let's go over the phone application area itself. So the phone application is broken down into 3 columns with a side drawer, okay? Column 1 is going to be your inboxes or your phone lines. Column 2 is going to be your phone chats or the chats inside of the phone line. And then column 3 is going to be the messages inside of the chat, okay? And then this is your side drawer right here. Click on that. You can move this around. That way it's not in the way of your chats. And we'll go over this in a second as well. All right. Let's go over the phone lines column first. And you can also drag these as needed. All right. Let's go over the phone lines area first. So your phone lines, you can drag and drop them and reorganize them if you want. And you can also rename your phone lines by simply double clicking on the name. It'll allow you to go ahead and type. Okay, you can change it back. And you can also rename your phone lines in the phone numbers area by clicking on this pencil icon here as well. Okay. You also see which line is associated with which carrier by the icon indicator here. You can search all the messages across all these phone lines that you put in this area, in this workspace, by clicking right here. And just start typing keywords that relate to the chat itself, to the message you're trying to find. Okay. If I type in OK, it finds this one right here, so I'm just click on that. It'll open up this message. It takes you right to the message. Okay, this video icon here is basically the video that we're in right now. Click on that, it goes over the phone system, which we're doing right now. And then in the inboxes header up here at the top, you'll notice that we identify which workspace that you're in. This helps you identify, and that way you're not. That way you know what workspace you're in. Okay, and then we have Pro Mode. Pro Mode here is basically when you organize your phone numbers into markets. Markets basically, when you click on them, show all the chats across all those phone lines in one central area. That way, if you have like 15 phone lines, whatever, and you got them in a market, you can manage all of those chats in one column. You don't have to basically go and switch between each individual phone line. I hope that makes sense. That's what Pro Mode is for. All right. You have your purchase phone number or buy phone number modal here. Okay. To learn more about how to buy a number from your carrier, simply go to settings and then watch this video right here in the phone numbers area. Okay. Because it's the same thing that happens when you open it right here. All right. Call history goes over all the calls that have came in on your phone lines. And then you have the filter phone numbers where you can filter your phone lines based on their carrier. You can go all, go Twilio only, Telnix only. Okay, show all. All right. And then we have column 2 here. Column 2 is going to be the chats area. This has all the chats attached to a phone line. Okay. You can manage the chat by clicking right here, by hovering over the avatar icon here, and it'll give you an option to select. And you'll have a little toolbar that floats that you can drag around inside of the column 2 area. That way it's not laying over chats and stuff like that. This right here allows you to select all. Right now, since it's only one, it is selecting all. If I click on that, it'll close it. Okay, you have mark unread. If I click on that, it marks the chat unread. If you're in the chat, it will stay marked unread. Like if I go in here, it'll mark it red, but if I change it to unread while I'm in it, the only way I'm going to close it is if I actually mark it red, or I have to back out and go back into it, and that will go ahead and mark it red. Okay, but you can also mark them red here by just clicking on and clicking that as well. Same concept. And then you can also delete your chats too. So you can select all of them, delete them all, and it will go ahead and process that deletion. Okay. The top here allows you to filter your chats based on their statuses: unread, read, not responded, or any statuses that you set for organization. You can create a new message by clicking right here, which we'll go over that in 1 second. Let's back out of that. Now you can click on this call button here to make a phone call. Type in the phone line. Click call. It's going to go ahead and it's calling me right now. You can change between your chats and stuff like that by simply clicking on or just moving around, just normal. But if you hang up the call, it'll end it. Good to go. And when you make an outgoing call, if you hang it up yourself, it will remove the call status because there is no call outcome. You hung the call up. But if somebody calls in, that's why I went from calling to start conversation, because it's a blank message. But if somebody calls in, let me see here. Here we go. You can decline it, answer it, same concept. It'll update there for you. Okay. Now let's create a new message. So if you already have an existing chat or message, or excuse me, existing chat inside of a phone line, if you try to send that person a message or create a new message with that same number, it's just going to take you to that line. Okay. But if we delete, it'll work then. Okay. It'll give you the option to go ahead and set the status for it if you want, but if you send a message, once it goes from draft mode to standard, it'll automatically assign new status to the chat. So if I type in, if I don't set this and just go hello, see, automatically updates the status. All right. Now up here is the same call icon as you have right here, except this one preloads with the number for this message. So if I click on this, exact same thing. Okay. And then you have a more drop down area right here. Click on that. It'll let you mark as read, unread, block number, export chat, and delete. Mark read and unread are blocked out right now because there is no recipient contact. So there's no reason to mark something as read or unread if there's no incoming message for it. As soon as I send a message in, like if I go ahead and just say something back to that, say received message, if I spelled that right or not, whatever. Now I'll be able to mark as unread or mark as read. Okay, same concept. Blocking number, I have a video that goes over that in the SMS settings area. It goes over your DNC manager, block number, stuff like that. But if you block a number, it will completely no longer allow incoming or outgoing communication. That's by default because it automatically adds the number to your DNC list as well. If you want to stop all all incoming, messages and calls, but you want to be able to text them, just remove them from your DNC, but keep them blocked. Okay. But also unblocking them, if you do that, it takes it off. But if you have them both set and you block and you unblock, it takes them out completely. Okay. All right. Now let's go over the message area down here. So you can add attachments, any attachments, files, videos, images, stuff like that. You can add emojis to your message. Okay. Obviously, this is where you type your message. You can press enter to send. That's perfectly fine. This is going to be your quick replies. So if I have a quick reply in here, I'm just going to create a quick one to show you what it looks like. If you want to learn more about quick replies, you can just click on that video icon there. Yeah, if you click on quick replies, it'll automatically preload with your stuff, attachments and all. All right. And then you have the scheduled message. So if you say hello, click schedule, you can schedule it today at a different time, or you can schedule it at a custom date at a later time. If you schedule it today, I think it gives you like a 5-minute grace period or something like that. But if I click on schedule, it's scheduled to send. If I click on this, it will cancel it. Okay. And then you have your voice. So you can basically record and send a voice message. So if I click on this, it'll start recording. Hi, this is Dallas with ProPhone. Stop it. Play it back. Hi, this is Dallas with ProPhone. Works the same way. Now you can send that, which if I do, it'll just come to me. No worries there. See, too easy. All right. And then basically that will be that's the phone area. That's literally in a whole how it works. Okay, that's the message area. So now we have the more information drawer here. Click on that, opens up the panel, and you can see basically any contact that's attached to the phone number will appear here in your CRM. Okay, so this contact is existing in my CRM contacts table right here. Okay. Shows all its information. You can update it. You can delete it from the CRM. You can edit it right here. You can send this contact details to webhooks to trigger your automations with the contact details. You can click on this to open in Zillow to see the property information if it exists. You can click on this to open up the map so you can see more about where it is, stuff like that. Go to Sat View. You can do it here as well. You can add notes and manage your notes for a contact right here as well. It's like if I click OK, it adds a note. I go back to CRM. The note will be there. See? Go ahead and delete that. No worries. Go back to phone system. You'll see it won't have the note there anymore. Yeah. All right. And then you have audience. Now, if you have multiple contacts with the same number, it'll give you an option to select to move the different ones, okay? And each one of those selections, the information is independent. So what you do to that one card or send that data, click on this right here, it's going to be whatever is in that current view. Audience, this goes over everywhere that this phone number exists across all of your phone audiences in this workspace that you market with. So if I go in here to, let's just say, Christian County Realtors, I'm going to edit this and add to this contact. Okay, and you can watch more about the SMS campaigns area and the campaigns in general by clicking on that video. Okay, if I go back here, you will now see I can switch. Okay, because it exists in multiple places. If I click webhook and send data, it's going to send the currently selected contacts data. If I click on webhook with this one, it's going to send that one. I'll show you the same thing. We're going to go ahead and add a contact to the CRM by clicking on this button right here, plus button. Click add, create contact. It created the contact in the CRM. If I go back over here, now I will see two. Okay. Now I am going, and we can go verify that here in the CRM itself. See? But I'm going to go ahead and delete that contact because I'm not going to, that's just an example. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go delete that from the audience as well. Where's it at? That one? Okay. All right. Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah, so that is how the phone application works. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to submit a help and support ticket or a support ticket by clicking on the profile drop down here and clicking on help and support. And from there, you'll be able to submit a ticket for support, feature requests, or report a bug. It'll come to me, and I'll be able to get in there and make sure you are squared away. But yeah, that is it, guys. I will see you guys in the next video.